Please be seated. Thank you, everyone. So, I'd like to, first of all, welcome all of you to the National Sailing Academy. Yes, if you'd like to come through, if these 3 seats can be left free, but any other seats around, please make yourself comfortable. So, first of all, His Excellency Sir Rodney Williams, Governor General of Antigua and Barbuda, Resident British High Commissioner John Hamilton, other dignitaries, President and founder of the National Sailing Academy, the lady herself, Elizabeth Jordan, our board members, stakeholders and friends of the NSA, and most importantly, the intrepid sailors who are about to embark on something many of us would never even dream of for the MGR. Please give them all a round of applause. Tonight is a new first for Antigua. The first time a round the world race will start and finish in Antigua. In our history, it's the first time we've had rallies but not races. An event created by Don McIntyre, all of you know, lifelong adventurer and explorer himself, who is fueled by his passion of introducing others to do the same and find out what a life-changing experience it can be. Clearly, he's inspired many people here tonight to do the same. For us at the NSA, we are delighted to welcome you all to our humble sailing school. The boats, you as sailors, and the event has fitted perfectly into our dock, just about, and into our daily life. We thank you for your patience with our current site, which is at the beginning of a wonderful new rebirth. When you return in just over a year, we hope we can welcome you with a facility just like the one on the pictures alongside the building. Please take a look if you haven't. There is a lot of work to do, but it will be done as it is critical for us guaranteeing the sustainability of our school and the future of young sailors in Antigua. We welcome 200 school children weekly on our programme from all around the island and 80 adults and children on our sailability programme. And all of the activity you see on site, including your very own dockage fees, are what pays for our students to learn to sail for free. Don will explain shortly how, in a wonderful twist of fate and a reinforcement of how small the sailing world is, just what a part this school can play in the development and encouragement of our nation's youths into the yachting industry. I'll finish with a little anecdote about how come we're all here today. When I started in the role as General Manager just over 4 years ago, President Elizabeth and I instated our pretty regular weekly meetings, and we talk about everything to do with the school and outside that in the industry. I had a copy of All at Sea on my desk with an article about a new transatlantic race an adventurer called Don McIntyre was creating, and he was still deciding if he was going to Guadeloupe or to come to Antigua. Elizabeth said, let's email him. We did. We sent the email saying, come to Antigua. At the time, there was no agenda other than making sure we could convince him Antigua was the right destination. And purely by accident, next page, by accident, and thank goodness, because the docks were too full elsewhere, we were lucky enough to welcome Don and the first boats on the first year of the race into Antigua. And here we are today, 3 years later. We're absolutely delighted to have you here. We look forward to the event growing with all of you and all we can do to support it.
Fantastic.
And that's it. Thank you. And over to Don.
Thanks very much. Can everyone hear me at the back? Oh, maybe I will. Yeah, you can hear? Okay, well, because I can probably shout out. I'm a bit of a loudmouth sometimes, okay? And certainly, thanks for all coming. And Your Excellency, we're honoured. Thank you very much. And accepting all protocols, so acknowledging all protocols. This is an amazing time for us for a few reasons. But it goes back a long way, and I've got to try and set the scene. So, we need to set the screen apart here, so maybe slide over the other side. It was a twist of fate that brought us here. My original destination was always to be English Harbour in Antigua, because the history of shorthanded sailing starts with and in little boats started with the first mini transatlantic races, okay, and they came to Antigua. And I'm a bit of a history buff. I followed all those events, and so I just thought Antigua would be good. But I've also got a lot of French connections, and there was a few people pulling down that way, and I said, no, this looks good. But I'd never been here before. And it was sort of, as you said, Alison made a call and said, this sounds interesting. And very quickly we thought, this is friendly, this is us, this is low key, it's even a mini marina, you know, a mini dock. And so that's how it evolved. And the first event took place in 1921, so it's actually 4 years nearly that we've been associated.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
In 21, November 21, we took off in the very first transatlantic race, and I forget what's on here, but and I actually sailed a boat called Trekker, one of the minis down here, one of the 580s, which is now about to go around the world. But first I should step you back and say, how did this happen? Okay, we actually run a few events. Sorry, oh yeah, before we start, I forgot, we managed to slip in the video. I'll just see if you can hear, we'll turn the volume up full bore, a 1.5 minute video clip which explains a little bit about everything. So I'll try and hide and Rob will run this. You'll have to duck back a bit, Jacob. Can everyone see that? Max volume, boom, boom. Okay, just a little flavour from the transatlantic races. So how did it all happen? I've always loved small boats from watching the early transatlantic races, little tiny boats, the first mini transatlantic coming here. And I always seem to have bigger boats than little boats. I always liked the little boats, but I always said it's slightly bigger. And in the end, some time ago, after having raced solo around the world in the 1990 BOC Challenge and done lots of other crazy sailing adventures, I found a year that I thought, I think I can do it in that year. And I always wanted to make a plywood boat that fitted in a container so you could ship it around. And I thought if I wanted that, other people would too. So just as COVID was starting, I thought, let's do it now. And that's what we did. We conceived this little plywood boat, just like you see out here, with glass epoxy. It's designed specifically to sail solo around the world and carry a lot of weight. So it's not your normal boat. They're super strong, super safe, watertight bulkheads. So when you tell people you're racing around the world in a 19-foot plywood box, they sort of, you've got to be kidding me. But when you actually see the boats and you stand alongside them, you realise they're actually a bit more serious than the average plywood boat. Okay, and then we issued plans, cost €300 if you want to build one, to buy a set of plans, and away you go. You buy your plywood, you sit it in the backyard, in the garage, people are building them under tents, just wherever they can, and it'll take anywhere from 18 months to 4 years to build your boat. Okay. And we've currently got, if we roll that over, we've currently got builders in 37 countries around the world, and we've got something like 90 active builders. And we think that by the end of this year, there could be up to about 45, 50 actually sailing. And the future is looking very interesting. We've just all raced across the Atlantic for the third time. Okay, 12 of the sailors here have just arrived. And a lot of people are watching now very closely because they've started to hear about the mini globe race. And this is something that Antigua should be very proud of, because not many places get to actually organise and start an around the world race. We're certainly very happy to be here at the Academy, but believe me, Antigua sort of, wow, now all of a sudden you've got a around the world race. Not only that, it is completely unique. In small boats, it's true adventure, and none of the sailors are what I call, well, what they are, they're responsible risk takers. Okay, they're responsible risk takers. As a sort of a coordinator of the event, we do a lot of work on mitigating risk. So it's not as bad and it's not as risky as you may think. right? In fact, it's quite easy, right? You know, yeah. But anyway, but obviously, and I've been involved with adventure for a long time. I have a simple definition of the word adventure, and it's any activity at all with an unknown outcome. Okay, so as soon as you push yourself a bit, that's where you're getting into a true adventure. So here we are. Everything's getting very exciting. It's taking off. We're really looking forward to moving on. This is the course. The course starts from Antigua, right? The voyage from Lanzarote to here was a qualifier. Okay, so now that the boats have got this far, we will actually let them sail around the world. The kids know what they're doing, okay? And we start from Antigua. Leg one is to Panama. We then put them on trucks and truck them across instead of going through the canal. Then the next leg is from Panama all the way to Fiji, which is a long way. But they're allowed to stop with stopovers, like pit stops, in Marquesas, in Papeete, and in Tonga before they get to Fiji. And in Fiji they regroup, and that's where we have the mass restart again for leg 3. Okay, leg 3 goes all the way from Fiji, Vuta Marina, all the way to Cape Town. It's a huge one. And they're able to stop again in Darwin or Cocos Keeling and Mauritius. And then after that we give them some free time. They have 10 days to use up to fight the weather to get around to Cape Town, because at that point they're stepping into the Southern Ocean and they could get seriously big seas and winds. So that's the most challenging part of the course. But the way this works is that by the time they've got over the top of Australia, they will all be much more confident, competent, and their boats will be well and truly sorted. So the ones that actually get that far, because there may be some that have challenges, will know exactly what they're doing by the time they're heading into the Southern Ocean. Then in Cape Town, there'll be an extended Christmas. And then from there, about January the 5th, they'll take off to St. Helena, and the 4th leg finishes in Recife. The reason we're having a little stop there is to regroup the fleet, right? Compress them in so that when they leave Recife, bound for Antigua, the boat should be reasonably close. They should all arrive in a few days. Let's wait and see, but within a few days of each other. And one thing I want to say is by the time this fleet gets to Cape Town, I can assure you there will be people all around the world watching what's going on. I can just about guarantee it. We've been doing events for a long time, and we're now noticing serious traction starting to happen with the right sort of people, because it's the word's getting out. Even the funniest part is the crews over here on all the big boats and the white boats and stuff, who we love greatly, and the Caribbean 600 people, the crews are talking. And it's interesting because we've got our own spies in there. We've got a lot of our mates there. And it's not rubbish talk. They're saying, wow, this is quite crazy. A few of them have come down and see the boats, and they go back to their boat scratching their heads and thinking, this is nuts. But it's with respect. It's quite interesting, okay? So it's going to be an amazing adventure. I think the other thing I'd like to say is we actually run 3 around-the-world races, okay? The first one that we got involved with in 2018 was an event called the Golden Globe Race. If you're a sailor, you may know of a guy called Sir Robert Knox-Johnston. There was the first edition, took place in 1968, and that was the first time anyone had ever sailed solo non-stop around the world. He had a little 32-footer, and he's quite a guru now. You know, he's a great guy, and we've been friends since '82. And I decided on the 50th anniversary of the Golden Globe Race, I would try and recreate it, which is what we did. And so that's the Golden Globe Race, and that was, I'll just show you a boat there if this works. These are the sort of boats, they're 36-footers. They sail all the way around the world, solo non-stop, okay? We had 18 starters in 1988, and we only had 5 finishers, that's all. In 2022, we had 18 starters in 22, and we only had 3 finishers, because it's a huge race of attrition. The winner was this young lady, Kirsten Nishiva, yeah, absolute guru, right? And she is still being awarded various recognition points to this day. There's a list as long as your arm. It's fantastic because she is an inspiration to many people, okay? So the next event, so that's the Golden Globe, single-handed. The next one is what we call the Ocean Globe Race. Now, if you're a sailor, you'll know about the original Whitbread races and the Volvo race and all that sort of stuff. Well, wacko, the 50th anniversary was actually year before last, 2023. So I always said if the Golden Globe Race worked, we would announce the 50th anniversary edition of the Whitbread race. which is what we did in 2023. We had 14 yachts set off from the UK around the world with pit stops or stopovers to Cape Town. Then we went to Auckland in New Zealand. We went then to Punta del Este in Uruguay. And then we finished back in the UK. Now, the winners of this race was a boat called Maiden, okay? And you probably know straight away the connection to here. The funniest part about this was we had the very first press conference, and I'm in the car park getting our gear out to go into the press conference, and out pops this beautiful young lady, and I could tell she was from somewhere unique like the Caribbean. I didn't know who she was, and she introduced herself as Janella. And within about 3 minutes, I worked out where she came from, which was from here. So Janella, there she is, in the wind as she crossed the finish line. It was an all-girl crew, okay, and Janella was an integral part of that crew, and they won the race. So, and she started here, I think, when she was 10, went through the whole program. We bumped into her the other day at the supermarket and said, "Oh, how's it going, blah, blah." She's now racing in a crack boat in the Caribbean 600 and a few others. So she's really quite a unique story. And it was fantastic that we had a situation where we bonded because we'd already started the transatlantic race across here by then. So what you're doing here at the Academy is really quite special. Personally, I've been involved with some similar programs in Australia in the Ocean Youth Club, and I was director of the Young Endeavour in Australia. It's our national sail training ship, and I fully understand an important part, not just for the sailing skills, but the issue of when you put a young kid in a boat and you give them the tiller or you get them to trim sails and everything, it does so much. It actually gives them super confidence. It'll actually increase their powers of communication because they're shouting at the other crew, but they've also got something unique to talk about when they get there. It also gives them the understanding of risk assessment, right? Because they got to wear a life jacket and they don't want to fall over the side, and also value judgment. So the whole sailing deal gives them a huge kick in life. You know, they're all things you can't learn from a book in school. So there's so many other things besides sailing schools that sailing does. So we're very happy to be involved with the Academy here, you know, with the Mini Globe Race and the Transats, because it's just a nice fit. It's what we do. So thank you very much for all the support. If you want to follow what we're doing, it's very easy. Okay, if you just remember Mini Globe Race, how can you ever forget that? .com. Okay, and when you open up the site, you'll see all these little boxes, and you can look at the latest news. We've got a 24-hour tracking on them. You can follow all of the positions 24 hours a day. We do updates, you know, weekly or daily tracker updates live on Facebook and YouTube, and you can subscribe to newsletters, so you can follow the boats all around the world, because this is your race. This is a round the world race from Antigua. Everywhere we go around the world, and every report that we ever do, we'll actually be talking about it's a race from Antigua to Antigua. And not only that, it's a race from the National Sailing Academy back to the National Sailing Academy. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, and that actually gives us an opportunity to sort of just drop the word every now and what you do and this, that, and the other. Now, we're not as big as some of your benefactors over there and things like that, but we can certainly spread the word, you know, and we are looking forward to doing that. Every boat, whenever they come into any port or stopovers and stuff, will be flying the National Sailing Academy flag, okay, straight up. And you're on the inside of the lee cloth in the cockpits and so on. So there's little points there. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll well and truly keep you updated on what's happening. And if there's one thing that I know they'll all be looking forward to is the fact that they're coming home again to here, right? I'm sure they're going to be excited to leave, but I absolutely know they'll be very excited to get back, okay? And there's sure to be plenty of stories. Anyway, so this is also an opportunity for us now to just quickly introduce you, and I'm going to say it's going to be a bit hard because we've got a PowerPoint up there, and you'll be all popping up in 2 seconds in the order you finished. So, Renaud, you're going to be first. So scramble here, there'll be a bit of scramble. So, and you've got exactly 30 seconds to say who you are. So I'll just quickly run through and introduce you to some of the characters, as well as Nils, who's the only Transat guy. But anyway, quick, out the front. Oh, I've got to give you a mic. Where's the mic? Where's the other mic? What'd I do? I've lost the mic. Don't worry about it. Carry on. Sorry. Oh, Alison. Sorry, Alison. You didn't realise this, but you're still on live on Facebook. So I hope you haven't been swearing. So pass that round. Stand up here. Where you go?
Hello? Is it working? Is it working?
Sorry?
Is it working?
Oh, wrong one. Oh, that's for the live. Sorry. Here you go. That's it. Go for it.
So,
Volume. Have we got some volume there? Speak up. Shout. You're a big boy.
I will try that.
Okay.
So I'm Renaud Citterman. I'm from Switzerland, and I stay
Oh, we done it.
number 28. So it was a long journey around the Atlantic. It was last month. This month we arrived in Antigua. It's so fabulous here. And what should I say? The event MGR is just amazing, and we don't know nothing about this event, and everything will be new for everyone. And I cannot wait Sunday to start again. And
Okay.
that's it.
That's it. Okay. Next one. Kerry. Speak up. Shout it out.
Hi, I'm Kerry Harris. I'm a British sailor. I'm following Renaud this time, speaking, but I'm hoping to be ahead of him for the main event. We'll see. My last command before I had origami was an aircraft carrier and a frigate, so either 1,200 or 300 people, and now
It's
I'm on
serious.
my own. So that either says something about my popularity or ease to live with. I love the boat. I love the racing. I love Antigua. I love this centre. This, Don and his team, amazing opportunity. In a world which is governed by risk aversion, we're able to do something pretty adventurous and fun. So I'm really looking forward to continuing in that vein and returning to Antigua in about 9 months, I reckon.
Okay. Next one up. Dan. Where's Dan? Huh? Just stand up there. It's hard to get up. Yep. Can everyone see?
Hello, my name is Dan Turk from Canada. I'm the only Canadian.
Keep it up there. Yep.
I came in fourth in the race, so that's I was pretty happy with that. I enjoy being on the sea. It's wonderful. My family and I were here in 2018, so it's so great to be back. We love Antigua. The people and the culture is just wonderful. And it's the first time here at the Academy, so it's really great. I run a not-for-profit that in Canada that does a similar sort of thing that offers the sailing lessons and the education for free as well. So it's really good to be here and experience this academy as well. So yeah, I hope I'm with Kerry in 9 months from now. We'll be back. But I think it's going to be more about 13.
Okay.
So cheers. Thank you very much.
Okay. Pilar. Just stand up. Really close.
Yes. Hello, my name is Pilar. I'm from Spain. I'm from Barcelona. I live in the Mediterranean Sea. It's a small sea. I crossed the Atlantic several times, but now my decision is continuous because I love this life. I love this life sailing around the world.
Cool. Oh, John. There you go. That's it. You're the end of the line, buddy.
Story of your life.
Yeah, I'm one of 5 Australians to be a part of this event, so it's pretty cool. We've got a few of us. The unique thing is I've actually got my father coming with me too, so which is father versus son. So hopefully he can beat me on a few of the legs. I got him the first 2. So yeah, it was a long way to get here. It's on the outside of the world, so getting him into the containers just like everybody else did. So there's a lot of hard work, but looking forward to the trip. So yeah, bring it on. Hopefully the winds stay well and we make it to the other side.
5 Aussies is good for the Antiguan economy, They sort of, Dan. Oh, here we go. Yeah, sorry, mate.
Hi everyone, I'm Dan Turner, another Aussie, so Aussie. I'm stoked to be here. I'm a husband. My wife, I just picked her up at the airport. I got here 15 minutes ago. And,
Where is she? Where is she?
I'm a father. I've got 3 kids. They're a bit older now, so. And I'm just stoked to be here. Like we've done a lot to get this point, made a lot of sacrifices, but don't want to be anywhere else at this point in time. I've made some amazing friends over the last 4 years. I've only met them like a month ago or 2 months ago, but I feel like I've known these guys and girls for years because we've been talking for so long. But I'm pumped to be here and really look forward to the next stage. So yeah, thanks for following everyone.
Argo. Where is he? Oh, down the back. Yep.
Hello, my name is Christian Sauer. I'm from Germany, and I've got the hull number 103. My boat is called Argo and easy to spot because I've got green sails. And my boat and we've got almost the same sailing experience. So we made it, I launched the boat in Lagos in Portugal and arrived here safely. And actually I did really enjoy the trip. So I'm looking forward for the big one, for the mini globe race. I'm very pleased to be here. I'm so lucky to meet so many nice people and friends. We're really a big family. Dawn and Jane, the organizers, and everyone who's coming around the world. And it's really a nice place to be here in Antigua. All of you are so friendly people and supportive. Thanks for that, and I hope to see you in 13 months. Thank you.
Oh, there we go. Adam, there we go.
Evening everybody, and thank you very much Sailing Academy and Antigua. We've had such a great welcome, and it'll be really hard to leave here. I can't wait to come back. It's been great. I'm hull number 170, Little Wren. I called the boat Little Wren because there was a little wren in my workshop all the time I was building the boat, so it had to be called Little Wren. Really looking forward to the start, but if I'm honest, probably looking forward to the finish more than that.
Okay, Jacob. There we go. Stand by, everybody. You could get anything from this guy. I got no idea.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming. My name is Jacob, and I'm carrying the two flags. I'm Polish nationality, but I've been living in Ireland for 22 years, so I feel like half Polish, half Irish. So I'm proudly carrying the Irish flag. So I'm not a racer myself. I never raced before. I do lots of sailing, all right, but racing something very new. However, because all these guys, they just kick something in me, and I think I'm gonna beat them for the next few legs. Completely, they stand no chances. But what I wanted to say, I was a big thank you for Dawn for creating such an event, understanding that there are the peoples which are not very wealthy people, and they like to do the things, and they have a soul to do those things, and like completely fulfilling my dream was to build a boat, then I can sail around the world. There's nothing above that, completely nothing above. So I feel so happy to be here, and thank you very much for the hostility.
Hospitality.
It's such a nice place that it's going to be very hard to leave, but I'll be kind of pushing on myself to come back as quick as I can.
Okay, thanks, Jacob. Popeye, you might have trouble moving, so just try to stand up, okay? He can't find spinach in the supermarket. He's a real problem.
So my real name is Mike, and I had my 70th birthday crossing the Atlantic. This has been a bit of a dream for me, and I need some inner strength. So I actually went and got some Popeye tattoo to give me that inner strength and reminder to look after myself for eating well. So my nickname is Popeye. So yeah. Anyway, thank you to Don for making this dream become a reality. Thank you very much.
No problem. Okay, thanks, mate. Okay, number 2. Oh, you can have a minute.
Bit pressure. Hi, I'm Jasmine Harrison. I'm from the UK, and there is definitely a reason why I'm speaking last. And that's because I think I'm taking John's mantra, spirit of adventure, a bit seriously, and that I am not a sailor at all, even though this is actually the third time I've been to Antigua and on a boat, but never actually sailing here. So yeah, I'm just really excited to go further than here because I've never been this far away from home as soon as we head out a few more miles, which is really exciting for me. And to actually now hopefully say that I am a sailor because I made the Atlantic. Like,
Okay.
that's it. So thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so I think that was all of the Transat except for Neil's, and we'll come to that in a minute because we're just going through you get a special category. Okay. Okay, so Ayrton, actually before Ayrton, this is actually hull number 1. This is where it all started. That was my boat. Okay, we built that boat to prove everything was working, you know, but before I could finish, or before this was finished, there was a lot of other people building boats. So I raced that across the Atlantic here, arriving in Antigua for the very first time. We had a great time when we got here. It was not as fancy as this, but this is really great. But it was just the warmth, the feeling when you arrive here. There's something special about it being so intimate and being involved with the sailing academy sort of thing. It was really added just another cool dimension. And what I should say also, the facility here and the position that it's at, it's perfect for events. I mean, it's just perfect. And if the academy gets involved with things like this and starts to make profits on things which self-funds the payment, and the kids get to do it all for free, and you know, that whole cycle goes around and around. It is really a beautiful thing. So once again, we're happy to be here, and we can't thank you enough for the warmth and the hospitality and all the services. You know, it's a great place for events. So and it's really special seeing the kids out there, I can tell you, when they're zipping past in their boats. So looking forward to taking them sailing tomorrow. So Ayrton Ayrton is a Golden Globe race sailor too. He's entered the Golden Globe race before, and we're great mates. And he said, Don, I want your boat to do it around the world. So I said, okay, take the boat. So, yeah. So he did the transatlantic last year. So he sailed the boat, but you can explain that.
Yes, I did that last year, and thank you very much all for coming. It's wonderful to see you all. And my name is Ertan Beşkardeş. I'm originally from Istanbul, Turkey, but the past 45 years I've lived in the UK, hence I've got the UK flag on my boat. And I'm the current custodian of the hull number 1. And I've now been here a few times, and it's been a wonderful experience being in Antigua and its people. And I just want to thank for the Sailing Academy's wonderful hospitality, and I want to thank Don and Jane and McIntyre Adventure for allowing us to do this. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now, I got to stand in here for Eric. Eric is another gentleman of elderly age. He'll be in the seniors division, and he bought this boat in America, and it was a pretty good deal. But I think he's realising the delivery is a challenge. So he left, I think, on the 26th of January. Okay, from Cape Canaveral. Okay, in Florida area, which isn't that far away. He had terrible weather for the first week. And then he got knocked with headwinds, and sadly he got pushed back to the coast. And sadly, by the time he entered the sea, due west of Antigua, he was about 240 miles away. And he's had solid headwinds ever since. He's still out there. So it'll take him longer to sail from Cape Canaveral to here than it took the whole fleet to sail from Lanzarote across the Atlantic. And he's still doing it tough. So we have a standing joke that we've got to give him a minute's silence because he's still bashing into it. So let's have a minute's silence. That's it. We're minis. Everything's compressed. You know, everything's compressed. And he'll be with us, you know, but we think of him often because it's pretty ugly out there. And I've never met him. He's a great sailor, and he'll be here probably in 2 or 3 days, just in time for the start. So that's it. Where's Gary? Yeah, well done. Gary. Here he comes. Gary's another bloody Aussie. Jeepers. I've got no idea why we got 5 Australians.
We're all mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name's Gary Swindale. I'm from Australia, like these other blokes here. Yeah, it's just an adventure I've talked about for a long time, and now it's hopefully coming to a reality. I've built my boat, and it's called Question 2, because my grandfather built me a sailboat when I was 8 years old. It's called Question 1, so I named it in his honour. And yeah, so I'd like to thank Don and Jane, the Academy, and all these people. I haven't known them back there too long, because I only arrived here recently, but they're all really great people, and yeah, looking forward to spending the next, who knows how long we'll do together. Hopefully we all make it around, but yeah, so thanks to everybody for coming tonight, and yeah,
cool.
Thanks,
Gary. Okay. Oh, now this is a story. Joshua or Josh we call him, he left from, where'd you leave from?
Beaufort, North Carolina.
Oh, you can tell the story.
Okay.
Yeah, you come and tell it. He's just arrived this morning. It was a mandatory safety briefing, and he arrived 2 hours before the briefing. And when we met him, we went out with Dennis's rib, which is kindly lent to us, which is great, a mile offshore or something, and we met him there, and it took him about 3/4 of an hour to get in, or a bit more than that.
Yeah.
You seen his white pearly's teeth? He didn't stop smiling all the way. Just anyway, you know.
Hi everybody, my name is Josh Cayley, and I am the only American entrant in the fleet, and I probably slept about a half an hour last night, so you have to forgive me if I don't necessarily know what I'm saying, but the thing that I love most about this is the community spirit. You know, like look at how it brought us all together here, you know, and Don's opportunity to provide us the adventure. You know, I feel like I know these guys, even though I've only just met them today, but you know, we've all been friends now in one way or another for several years, you know, and helped each other build our boats and everything like that. And so, for me, I think when I heard about it, it sounded like the ultimate opportunity for the epic adventure, you know, and I'm a career adventurer my whole life. And every time I would go to do something crazy, people would be like, "Oh, that's the adventure of a lifetime." But I think I've actually found one this time. And so, yeah, I'm really excited to participate, and I'm glad that I made it just in the time. I feel like I could have named the boat the Skin of My Teeth, because every step of the way has been just by the skin of my teeth. I built the boat in Seattle, Washington, and I trailered it with my van from Seattle to North Carolina, 4,000 miles, and I launched it there. And then I sailed it from there to here. It took about 20 days, which is as long as it took these guys to cross the Atlantic. I did about 1,000 less miles, but it was all upwind the whole way. So it was a really enjoyable experience. The little boat is super tough. I love the way it's built, and I love the way it sails. And I'm really excited to carry on and see where the class can go. Honestly, in the future, hopefully. I like it because it gives, you know, what I would consider average people the opportunity to do something that would otherwise be extraordinary. So that's what I love about it.
Cool. Thanks, mate. Okay. Now, you haven't been forgotten. We go straight into the prize giving, and I'll tell you why in a second. So, okay, now we're rolling over to the prize giving for the Transat. And one of the most coveted prizes for the Transat is the McIntyre Adventure Spirit of the Transat Award. So someone that is the epitome of what we believe the whole idea of doing these ocean voyage solo races are. And I've got to get the right one. But the hang on a sec. Hang on to that for me for a sec. I got to take that. Boom. And I'm happy to say that we have one person with us that only did the Transat for the Transat. And that's Niels. So, Niels, you're actually Spirit of the Transat. So, yeah, I'll just say something before he does. Yeah, it was a strange anomaly where we had 12 entrants in the race, and only one was just doing the Transat. Everyone else was qualifying to carry on around the world. But Niels's idea was just to do the Transat, and I'll hand it over to him. But yeah, you deserve it. It was really good having you on board. You were actually part of the family instantly. You had a false start a year ago, and it's just he's built a great boat, and he's a true friend. Here's the funny story. In fact, there's so many funny stories sitting at this table. But my funny story with this guy, we just finished the briefing, and I'm giving him a bit of a lecture, all of them, saying, keep your boats light. It's not what you've got to take, it's what you can get rid of. You know, just keep them light and you'll be faster and safer. As soon as the briefing finished, I said, hey, I've got some cargo I need to bring to Antigua. Can you carry it for me? And he did. So, well done.
It was the lightest boat.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Don, for this prize. And I'm happy to be here because indeed it was my only goal to do the Transat. But the other goal was to meet all those magnificent people. They're all braver than I am because I'm not brave enough to do the MGR. But was very happy to meet you all, guys. Because I'm looking forward to follow you all down the road. You're all gonna finish, maybe?
Yeah.
I made a list of the first few finishers, but we'll see how it works. And I'm very happy to have done this race. It's very great to be here at the Sailing Academy. Dennis, thank you for helping me out with the boat, and it's a real nice place in Antigua. I love it. It's great, and thanks Don for allowing me to do the Transat and not pushing me too hard for doing the MGR, but maybe next
edition.
time.
You bet. Well done. Well done. Thank you. Hang on, we've got an official photographer here somewhere. We want to take. This is where we want some snaps. So I got to give you. This is McIntyre Adventure giving you a very important. Hang on. Okay, thanks. Yeah. Your Excellency, I'm wondering, we now have to give prizes for the first and second and third. I wonder if you'd give us the honour of presenting those trophies if I explain how it all works. That'd be great. Thank you very much. I just got to find which one's here. Okay, we don't have an assistant because Jane's doing this. I'll just put that over there. And we now want to go with seniors class, Globe for Eddie, Renaud. That's second place. Third, there's a third place there somewhere. Third place. Oh, Niels.
Niels again.
You're also again. One quick one, but I'll give this to you if you could post this. So Niels is actually third place in the Transat as well. So this is the third place position. So we need a photo. Fantastic. Okay, so that's third place, and the next one is second place, which is Kerry. Second place. This is the Kerry. Kerry. One thing I'd just say. It's really, Kerry just got a reaction that I get all the time. When I say we're racing 19-foot boats around the world, people laugh. And then we say, we really are. When Kerry said he was the commander of a UK aircraft carrier, and a few people laughed, it's true. He was the commander of an aircraft carrier. So, you know, and now he's got a tiny, itsy-bitsy mini.
Congratulations, my friend.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay. Now this one is another. The winner of the race was Renaud on origami. Where's Renaud on. That's it. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, Kerry was on origami. So sorry, I'm getting kerfuffled here. So this is for the first place in the Transat. Renaud sailed really well. Yep. Fantastic.
This is recognition for me. I was not prepared to win this Transat. I was prepared to go to the MGR, and yes, it's a big surprise for me. And I wish to thank Kerry to be second.
And don't go away because Renaud is also the winner of the seniors division over 60s, so he gets two. Okay.
Well done.
Okay. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Yes. Okay, so all very interesting. Now, one of the things I'd just like to point out is there is another very important thing happening right now. I need an assistant. It's called the Globe Yacht Club. Okay. When we started the Golden Globe race in 2018, I was actually the Commodore of a yacht club called the Royal Namuka Yacht Club, which is a little island in the southern part of the Hapai Group. We had royal assent from His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, and it was a beautiful club, and we were setting up to build the club on this beautiful island that was our home, basically. We were setting up a marine discovery centre, all sorts of things, but sadly when the big volcano took place, we got wiped out. We were the closest to the volcano. Big tsunami came through and just wiped out the entire island. So and we could never re-establish it, even though everything was gone, because the geography changed. So that was the short life of the Royal Namuka Yacht Club. And we decided, where do we go to from here? So we formed, in principle, a Globe Yacht Club, and we've been sailing under the burgee of the Globe Yacht Club for some time, thinking it was just really a racing pennant and so on. But it's become quite serious because people have been asking, what's this Globe Yacht Club? You know, how do I join? All those sorts of things. So tonight is actually the official formation, officially, of the Globe Yacht Club. You can go online and see what it's all about. There's a whole history and story behind it, but basically it's for circumnavigators. So all of the entrants in the Golden Globe race and the Ocean Globe race that have completed a circumnavigation as well. There's different categories. So if you join our events, you're automatically a member of the Globe Yacht Club for a year. If you complete the event, you're a life member. Okay, there's not many complete. And there's all sorts of other things. So today is the official start of the Globe Yacht Club. And what I'd like to do, sorry for the delay here. I just take this and this. It would be a great honour for me to present the first official burgee of the Globe Yacht Club to Your Excellency, the Governor General of Antigua. Okay, two things. So this is the burgee. This is the globe insignia. That's a sextant. This is the St. George Cross. And each one of these colours in the centre represents the three events. The gold is the Golden Globe race. The blue is the Ocean Globe race. But the orange is actually Antigua's own mini globe race. Okay, so Antigua has a direct connection. So I'm just very happy to present you with the first official burgee. The other thing, there's a tradition with sailors, and it goes like this. If I shake your hand like that, I've now given you the gold coin of the Globe Yacht Club. Okay, so that's the official gold coin of the club. And to mark the start of the mini globe race, when these guys enter the race and sail around the world, they get this plate, right? It's the official bulkhead plate of the mini globe race. And once again, I would like to present you with your own bulkhead plate without having to do the mini globe race. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So there's your burgee. Okay. Okay. Then there's a couple of other things here, Alison, and okay. I'm getting. I need it. Don't worry, they are not made of chocolate. Okay. Okay, I would like to, I'll leave those till last. I believe, was there a representative of the Antigua Sailing Club here? Yacht Club, brother? There was? If there is a representative of the Antigua Yacht Club, I would love to it's a yacht club thing, I'd love to present a burgee to the Antigua Yacht Club. Here we go. Hi. I'm Don. Pleased to meet you. Yeah, this is just a club thing. You know what it's like. So I'd love to give you a burgee from the Globe Yacht Club, and also a bulkhead plate because it's starting and finishing from here in Antigua.
Thank you.
Okay. No, thank you very much. Thanks for coming. Thank you. Okay. Now, this is a bit of a double whammy because, of course, I would like to recognise the National Sailing Academy as well and give the Sailing Academy two things. First of all, I'd like to give Alison, which is really part of this academy as well, your own burgee, and also, hang on, what's this here? Your own bulkhead plate as well. Okay, so there's your burgee, bulkhead plate, and there's the official coin of the Yacht Club.
Thank you very much. Fantastic.
No, thank you for all your support. And don't go away because I'm just wondering, I would like to give the National Sailing Academy. The National Sailing Academy, this is what we do then, that's the official burgee of the Globe Yacht Club, okay? This one is, oh, sorry, Elizabeth, okay. All right, Elizabeth, this is actually the racing pennant for the mini globe race. You'll see the centre square has only one colour, right? It's orange. And that signifies that every boat that's sailing around the world will fly their Globe Yacht Club racing pennant, which has the orange square. The Golden Globe race has a gold one, and the Ocean Globe race has a blue one. So I'd like to give you that, plus a bulkhead plate for the office maybe, or for wherever, okay, for the mini globe race, plus the official gold coin. We shake hands like that, and then you've got the official gold coin as well. Okay? No, thank you. Thank you. Fantastic. Yep, thank you. Okay. Oh, and one more. It comes with, you know, no, this is actually the official Transat plate. So you should have that as well because you've been a great supporter of that's for the Transat. Okay. All right. I think just to wrap this up, what I'd like to say is it's unbelievable the stories that evolved just from Transat coming across the paddock here. It's just simply too hard to get into it. You know, we'd be here all night. But there's a lot of it online, on social media and so on. They all have their own Facebook pages, and they're all incredible characters. You know, the backgrounds of each one of them is really interesting. So that's all I'd like to say. Finally, I think we're wrapped up there.
You still got to go to the academy.
Oh, sorry, jeepers. You can see, normally Jane, this is Jane, by the way. Normally Jane is helping me, and I'm not the one-man band totally. And I completely forgot that the most significant one is your own globe. So this is for the Academy. No, thank you, honestly, because you're the big kingpin of the whole thing, you know, that started it. Yeah, we remember it well. Thank you very much. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, so please mingle. The sailors are going to be around. They can talk. Yeah, okay. And also, if you want to ask any questions, you could. I should have just said, if anyone's got any questions right here and now, you could ask me. But apart from that, you can always ask these guys and girls during the evening. Thanks very much.
Sorry, we just have a couple of more things to do. First of all, I wanted to recognise Minister Green, who is here, and I'm actually going to invite him up to do a small address. He's the Minister of Parliament for our area, the wonderful St Paul's, which is the heart of yachting in not only Antigua but the Caribbean. Minister Green.
Thank you, Alison. A pleasant good night. A pleasant good night. I guess coming at the end of the presentation, it is difficult to speak, and even more difficult for you to stay with me for a while. So as I sat through the proceedings, I went to Google. Mr. Google? Because I got a sense that there's something here unique. A mini globe race, single, all singles. And I said, I heard the word challenge, I heard the word adventure, but somewhere in the discourse, I didn't hear the word lunacy. And so I went to my phone, and I think that we have been properly accounted for by Mr. Google. It's not offensive, it's complimentary. And it's actually redefining lunacy. And in redefining lunacy, it refers to unconventional thinking that challenges the status quo and leads to innovation. Wow. Congratulations to the organizers.
That was landscape.
I could not find a more appropriate description of what we're here tonight witnessing. And what makes it even more intriguing is that the name Antigua and Barbuda comes in the same sentence. It speaks about tenacity in a small country to think outside the box. As a matter of fact, our esteemed governor will tell you, we don't have a box any longer. We have thrown the boxes out. And so that's why we welcome you in this unique global challenge, the mini globe race. Yeah. It's also interesting to note that you started here in Antigua and ended here in Antigua. And I heard a recount from each of you about your elation of taking to the seas, but your great anticipation of coming back to Antigua. As the Member of Parliament for this area, let me say welcome to you now. I'll be here in 9, 10, 13, 30 months. When we return to say welcome to you back to Antigua. But in all of this, I want to remember one thing. The Sailing Academy. 3 cheers and hands up for the Sailing Academy. And for the outstanding work they do in training youngsters. It means that our youngsters who are now being trained by the Academy will have the same sense of vivaciousness, of daring, challenge, of redefined lunacy. I want to thank my friend Elizabeth, who I've known for So long.
25 years.
25 years. You know, I got married 26 years ago. You understand why she got away, right? And of course, my friend Alison, who continues to fly the flag of Antigua Barbuda, along with the team here at the Sailing Academy. These guys do an awesome job in showcasing, promoting, encouraging Antiguan youngsters, Antiguans in general, in understanding of the ocean, that we have in great abundance, and the fun which you are now enjoying, that for years, many years, a lot of us didn't quite understand. I can proudly declare that I'm now a certified lunatic. Because you've caught me with your passion for the ocean. And Elizabeth 25 years ago would have been trying since then. Liz, thanks. Your baptism in things of the ocean, no payoff when I see the scale of what you've been doing, the grand dream. And this is encouragement for all of us to think big, dream big. Small island, but we think big. It is only Antigua and Barbuda. It is only English Harbour. It is only St. Paul's, the community that I proudly represent, that could host an event like this anywhere in the world. So once again, to all members, congratulations, and thank you to choosing Antigua and Barbuda.
You got one.
There's that this is the coin.
Thank Dennis.
Sorry?
I just need to thank
Well, again, I
Dennis.
just
I've got a
want to
plate
say
for him. Can I give him a plate?
Thank you all.
I get him a plate.
Good luck to all the competitors, and I'll be a show side waiting for you on your return. Overall.
Thank you very much, Minister. We have one last thing to do.
We don't
Dennis?
We wanted
No,
to
that's
thank
a pillow.
somebody who has
Where's the
created
Dennis
this
one?
atmosphere for us and is becoming our partner long term in ensuring we have a sustainable future here at the Sailing Academy. Dennis, Henry, if you could come over, just to receive your thank you. And huge thanks
We
to
bought it.
him and his
I
team
bought it.
who worked so hard
No, I
to
bought
convert
it.
this building. And also to Jerry
Here it is.
and Inika Pepin as well. Thank you so much for your support in this as we move forward.
Oh, Jesus. Can I say something? We have a saying in Australia, thanks for the bloody boat, mate. It's fantastic. You know? Here's your very own bulkhead plate. Okay. And yeah, well done, buddy. Thanks, mate. We'll be talking. Yeah, he's been a great help already. I only met him, days ago. So thanks a lot. Thank you very much, Alison. Thank you very much, everybody, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Minister Green, just the one thing to clarify the things. You don't have to be crazy to do those things, but it helps a lot.
Thanks, mate. Okay.